because we hadn't had one in a minute. So let's see what he's talking about. This one got a few different parts to it, but I believe all of them are short. So we gonna work through it. Let's go, chat. Oh, we got a comment before we get started. What we talking about? He said, I'm feeling it. For sure. For sure. Shout out to Jay Zilla. Let's go.
My daughter said her teacher disappears during lunch. We were on the way to school when she said something that made me stop and turn to her mid traffic. No, I wasn't mid traffic, but I stopped at this red light and I turned around towards her. She said, Dad, my teacher disappears every day at lunchtime. I said, what do you mean disappears? She said, she's just gone. We eat in the cafeteria. She never comes back to class after that. I laughed at first, thinking maybe the school had rotating staff or maybe it's a substitute situation. But she shook her head and said, no, we never have a sub, just no one. I emailed the school. They said Miss Hollins has perfect attendance. She hasn't missed a single day this year. I asked if maybe she switches rooms after lunch or teaches another class. They said no, she stays with her daughter's class the entire day. So I asked my daughter again. She said she walks us to lunch, then she walks into the teacher's bathroom and she never comes back. I said, and who walks you back to class? She said, we all just go back ourselves. The door is always open. So the next day, I showed up at lunchtime and waited by the teacher's bathroom. The door opened, but no one walked out. I stepped inside. The light was still on. Her keys were on the sink, but there was nobody in the bathroom. And I swear I heard my daughter's whisper behind me. See, I told you she disappears. Can someone explain this? And how did the door just magically open?
All right, y'all. I don't know what direction this about to go in. Y'all know I do my story times authentic, but this story good as hell so far. Stick with me, chat. Let's go. Shout out to everybody that just slid through. Make sure y'all heavy on the like button. We got a sale on the like button. No charge, man. 333. Shout out to everybody. Let's go. All right, let's go. Let's go to
My
part two.
daughter said her
Let's go to part two, chat. You know we got it for you. Come on. Here we go. The teacher disappears. Part two.
My daughter said her teacher disappears during lunch. I didn't say anything to my daughter after I left that bathroom. I didn't want to scare her. But that night, I sent the message to one of the other parents from her class. I just asked casually, hey, does your kid ever mention Miss Hollins disappearing after lunch? She replied with just one line. You heard it too? I called her immediately. She said her son told the same exact thing, that the teacher walks into the bathroom and then just never comes out. But here's the part that really messed me up. She said her son also told her that the teacher never walks into the lunchroom at all, that someone else is always walking the kids in. So I asked my daughter again, are you sure Miss Hollins walks you to lunch? She said, yes, I think, but it's weird that sometimes her hair is longer, sometimes she wears different shoes, like the exact same outfit, but not the same body.
Man, what? Hey, what's going on, chat? Chat, what's going on, folks? You understand me? It's getting, man. All right, let's go.
The next day, I called the school and asked to meet Miss Hollins. They told me something that made my stomach drop. They said Miss Hollins has been out on medical leave since February. I said, then who's been teaching my daughter? They said, we were told your daughter was transferred out of Miss Hollins' class in March. I looked at the calendar, it was July. And Miss Hollins always teaches summer school program. And she always had my daughter in there during the regular school year because that was her regular teacher. This is some weird story.
Man, listen, if he making this up, he need to write books. You feel me? Let's go to part 3, chat. Tap in with this dude, Voice Butler 5. Maybe he's an author. Let's go.
My daughter said her teacher disappears during lunch. So this morning around 10 a.m., the school called in law enforcement. Too many complaints had came in, not just from my daughter or me, but over half of the class. 3 different students described the same thing. Miss Hollins is taller now. Her face is longer. She looks skinnier, but she's wearing the same clothes. It wasn't just the kids anymore. Parents were starting to email too. So the school finally decided to have someone watch. One of the officers stood down the hall from the teacher's bathroom. I was there too, just quietly standing back. So just before lunch ended, we saw women walk towards the bathroom. Same exact cardigan, same shoes, same school badge. But this woman had completely different build. She went inside, closed the door. 2 minutes passed. Then the door slowly creaked open by itself. The officer stepped inside. Nobody. Same thing as before, lights still on, keys on the sink, but no person. And then it happened. The lunch bell rang. The kids started coming out the cafeteria and walking down the hall towards them, another woman. Same clothes again, but not the same body. This one looked completely different from the one who went in the bathroom. The kids froze, and one of them whispered, "That's not her. That's the 3rd Miss Hollins." What do we do now?
Man, chat, we can't stop here, chat. We got to see what the heck going on with these babies.
We arrested her at 3 a.m., but the camera showed she never came in.
What?
We picked her up at a gas station around 3 a.m.
Where's part 4?
No ID, no phone.
Hold on, folks. Let's find part 4, chat. I don't know, chat. I can't find part 4, chat. Might be over with, man. Might be over with. Crazy story though, man. Shout out to this brother. Make sure y'all tap in with him on TikTok. He said he said the upper room educator. Oh God, that's what it seemed like. Then Joe just said shapeshifter holler. Yeah. There's a lot going on in that one, man. These story times be getting crazy, man. There's a lot going on in that one, but a heck of a story. I tell you what, definitely should consider writing children's books for sure, or some type of novels or something if that story was fabricated. He never finished it. Y'all saw I couldn't find part 4, so it is what it is. But heck of a story time. Shout out to dude. I can't really say much. Had me at a loss for words. All I could do is really listen to that one. But sounds pretty clear. Seems pretty streamlined to me. You know what I mean? Some weirdo activity going on at the highest level. If you like what you just saw, support the channel. Make sure you subscribe, like, and jump in the comments. Talk to me so we could crack these codes. If you want to support the channel monetarily, go to my website and cop some merch, www.theclassiccodes.com. Or you can shoot me a Cash App. Either way, stick to the codes.
Classic codes, I ain't taking it slow. Forgive me, Lord, I woke up in that mode. Weathered the winters when left in the cold.